Apparently
That's
the
not
internet's dying right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Where do you come from? Another galaxy.
I saw someone get hit by a car the other day, and I didn't have my phone on me, and
Really?
ah,
Did that make you feel like a bad person for not having your phone on you?
it did actually. Because I couldn't call the ambulance. I got someone to call it, but
Oh, they were like
I felt so
genuinely hurt.
powerless.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Were they okay? I feel bad for laughing now.
Yeah, they were fine. They
I see. When you said it, I thought you meant in like I saw someone get hit by a car the other day, and I didn't have my phone to film it.
yeah. Nah, they got hit pretty hard. The car wasn't going like 100 k's or anything, but it was like,
I was joking, by the way.
I know,
Okay.
I know you're joking. That would be pretty funny.
Welcome to the. I don't have a name for this podcast. I was going to call it Lame Jam, but I feel like self-deprecating humor on the internet is a bit passé at this point. My name.
Your old news.
Yeah, irrelevant. My name is Oscar Brittain. I'm making a game called Cardboard Kings. Your name, or with me, is Jacob Janerka, and you're making the Dungeon Experience. How are you, Jacob?
I'm doing quite swell. Just getting all ready, doing some laps around my room to get ready to talk about Nicolas Cage, my favorite man.
Yeah. So our topic for this podcast is just Nicolas Cage, just in general.
We didn't do a subgenre of Nicolas Cage.
No, it's not a subgenre. So this picture I've got up here is actually somewhat false advertising. It's going to be more than just Con Air.
It's actually one of my most watched movies because I had it. When DVDs were coming out, when that was a thing, we got the free 2 DVDs of that came with it, and one was Deep Blue Sea, and one was Con Air.
Deep Blue Sea, is that the shark one?
Yeah, that's like the shark
with
movie.
like Ludacris or something.
Yeah, it's got Ludacris in it, and he kills a shark by throwing a Zippo lighter into his mouth, and then he goes, "You killed my bird," and he throws a Zippo.
That's such a weird 2 DVDs. Like they're not. There's quite a decent amount of crossover between those films in that they're both action and they're both shit. I only think I've seen like maybe 2 or 3 Nic Cage films in my whole life. Like I've spent more cumulative time looking at Nic Cage memes than I have looking at Nic Cage films. Like,
did you know that he is the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola?
I did know that, and that's why he changed his name to Cage, and he took the name after Luke Cage, the superhero.
Really?
Yeah. I read that
recently
on Wikipedia.
Ah.
We should look up. Do you want to hit up Wikipedia and try and find some like inspiration for where we can go in the direction of this game? Because the full title of the episode was going to be like the life and times of Nicolas Cage. So all I sort of know is that some weird tax stuff that he fucked up, and like he bought an island, and now he owes the IRS like shit tons of money, and that's why he's always doing these like crap films, because he's just got to like keep paying them or whatever.
I think he's paid it off. Like,
do you reckon?
He bought a castle, and he bought a T-Rex skull.
What? Hang on.
Yeah.
T-Rex skull?
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Maybe it needs to be a game about like money laundering with Nicolas Cage. Or like tax evasion with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage returns stolen dinosaur skull to Mongolia.
Yeah.
Wait,
he
bought it and returned it.
Yeah, because he didn't. I don't think he realized that it was.
Oh, okay. I thought he was being like, he was.
It was like the national treasure, and he had to. He stole the skull.
Unaware. Oh, okay. I thought that maybe. I've seen National Treasure. That's the other film I've seen. I've seen Con Air and National Treasure.
Maybe it should be like a stealth strategy game. Have you played Commandos?
Yeah, briefly. I know what it is.
What if the game was Commandos, but you played different Nicolas Cages as like the different characters?
That just made me think, was Nic Cage in Broforce? That was called Broforce.
I don't know. I don't think he's not really an action hero.
Sure he is. The Rock. Have you seen The Rock? Like the movie The Rock, not the actor.
No. No.
So he's in that with Sean.
Is that a
Connery.
recent movie?
No, it would have been like early 2000s, I think, maybe. And it's like they've got to break into Alcatraz or something. I think it's like a terrorist has like taken over Alcatraz, and then like Sean Connery is like the only guy who's ever escaped.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's one of those movies that you watch with your dad, like
Yeah.
late at night.
Yeah, for some reason. And then he's just like, at the end of it, he's just kind of like, yeah, it didn't really make any sense. And you're like, I don't think it was meant to. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, he bought the skull for $276,000 from Beverly Hills Gallery that issued
This podcast is just going to be us like reading Nicolas Cage trivia.
Honestly, I think that's fine. I think that's what people have come for, honestly.
More you learn. This will be used in like people's like essays, citing us in.
So does that mean that that doesn't seem like a lot, honestly, for a T-Rex skull. Like
276,000.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but you think like how many of those must there be in the world? Like,
well, maybe there wasn't a huge demand for it, Like there's not many people who.
He bought it before Elon started tweeting about it. So if Elon started being like T-Rex skull is the new thing, suddenly the price would go up. Maybe that's what the game's about.
It's price fixing.
It's about price fixing your dinosaur bones. I like the idea that we make this game and it's just like the smallest detail of Nic Cage's life, and everyone's like, why didn't you make it about like the plethora of like insane things he's done? It's like, no, it's about the one time he returned a dinosaur skull to the Mongolian authorities.
It needs to be even more boring. It's just the process of him. Like it needs to be like a narrative game of like him changing his name. Like it's like imagine the game is like Gone Home, and it's like him walking around his house, and he's like trying to think of a name. It's like, girl, maybe Luke Cage.
I was thinking like, oh, you could do it like Papers, Please. Like he's trying to fill out the paperwork, but no, it's like before he even gets to that step. He's just like trying to find like the muse for like one name.
Yeah, that's what I mean. How funny would that be? Like it would be like the scope would be just in his house, and you're just walking around looking at things, and like you're collecting names from each of the objects in the room.
Yeah.
And then and you have to you have to like get it, and then you have to like his partner or like friend is like the AI that like judges your name choice from the things in the house.
I like this idea. I think the problem with it is that we start getting like a bit of a like grandfather paradox, where it's like you'd want to be exploring current Nic Cage's house because there's like dinosaur skulls and shit. Like that sounds wild and weird, and that's what I think people would want. But then he's already called Nic Cage now. So
well, maybe he's trying to think of a new name, like he's worn out.
That's where I'm going. He's like he's doing like a what's his name? Shit. The guy who played like Dr. Robotnik and The Mask and fucking Ace Ventura. What's his name? Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
So Jim Carrey came out and he said something like he's like post Jim Carrey, like he's not Jim Carrey anymore. He's like, I don't want to be me anymore or something.
Yeah.
Did you hear this?
Oh no, I thought you were just joking.
No. He came out. This is like third-hand information. I have not bothered to look it up. So, but yeah, he like came out and he said something like he didn't want to be famous or something, like pulling a real like Shia LaBeouf kind of moment where he's like, I'm not famous anymore. And then I don't know where the rest of that story went, but maybe that's like he's friends with Nic Cage, who then gets the idea and he's like, I'm gonna be the ultimate, like, because he's like a method actor. Maybe so he's playing a movie where the guy changes his name. So he's like, well, I have to change my name because I'm a method actor. So he has to change his name to that guy's name. But then
no, you could even have him just wanting to. He's just mad about Jim Carrey about pulling that, and he's like, he can't be the only one. Like he has like He had like the game opens with you having a coffee with like Jim Carrey, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm changing my. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, you could just go and change your name. Oh, I guess I'll do it then." And then yeah, you're just taking inspiration.
So Nic Cage, who changed his name, didn't realize that you could change his name. He's just forgotten. He's like,
I mean, that could be the gag. Like, it's like you can just do that, and Nick Cage's like, "Isn't Nic Cage not your real name?" He's like, yeah, I've been Nic Cage for so long. Nic Cage didn't realize Nic Cage could change his name.
He's done this before, but it's like Ghost in the Shell, where it's like someone's wiped his memory and he doesn't remember like his previous life or whatever when he was like.
It's basically like Face Off.
What's Face Off?
Haven't you watched Face Off?
No,
that's his like most famous one. Like, that's like the most famous funny movie of his.
I'm trying to find what's like the most normal photo where he doesn't look like a fucking psycho. I think maybe this one.
Yeah, it's pretty normal there.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, is he trying to do a like Jeff Goldblum, where Jeff Goldblum's sort of like in on the joke now? It's like, I'm a bit of a weird guy. You know what I mean? And it's like he dresses a bit weird. He has a stylist and all this kind of stuff. Whoa.
Yeah, that's the weird internet stuff that's going on.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I think apparently it's a website. Anyway, that's some how to age the podcast. Yeah. Current internet problems.
Yeah, well, it'll age the podcast in like a week when like the apocalypse happens. Everyone's like, "What the fuck? You had the internet?
We're all dead."
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just a beautiful man.
I want to know what the deal with his hair is like. It's just a very strange hairline. I don't know.
Yeah, they call him like eagle hair for a reason.
It's just weird.
That's like an original internet meme. Like, my hair, your thing is irrelevant. My hair is an eagle. That was like.
I don't even remember this.
Yeah, that was peak millennial comedy.
Yeah, he kind of had a look when he was younger. Like, I kind of like him in these shirts. I reckon we've got to start drawing this damn art.
Yeah.
I kind of like what he's looking here. Like, I reckon this game should be like comeback Cage. You know what I mean? In the way that like maybe it's a Tarantino directed game, right? Because you know how like Tarantino sort of like Travolta like came in and then he like revitalized his career, and Travolta suddenly got serious roles again. So maybe it's like Tarantino is like, I'm gonna make a video game, and then like he's like, I've got to find like a washed up actor that everyone thinks is an idiot, and he picks Nicolas Cage to be in it, and he's like, I'm gonna de-age you to be like this again. Does that make sense?
It's gonna be him in his modern home, but he looks de-aged.
Yeah. I don't understand. That sounds pretty normal for a Nicolas Cage film.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for that one where it's like Nicolas Cage and it's just a Five Nights at Freddy's like knockoff?
Yeah. I didn't even watch the trailer. I just knew what it was, so I didn't even have to waste my time.
There's literally like a line in there where they're just like, someone's just like, oh, you know, you think we're all locked in with the monsters? It's like, no, the monsters are locked in with him, and it's like, and he's just like killing the monsters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like it seems like it's gonna be a horror film, and then it's like Nic Cage.
But then he's the monster all along.
Yeah, but then that's in the trailer, so it sort of ruins it. Fuck, he was in that the Spider-Verse film as well.
Oh yeah, he did great in that.
Yeah, he was amazing in that. But it's like when he's leaning into like being just like a memey side character. He's like, that's where Goldblum is now. You know what I mean?
He's actually a good actor.
Jeff Goldblum.
He actually has Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
He's actually a good actor. He has plenty of like serious roles that people take him seriously.
But do you think when you look at his entire career, and like it's not hard to do that, you just have to like scroll through. Actually, I've got Nicolas Cage T-Rex, and already weird shit is coming up, right? But there is way more shit, and then you kind of think maybe a stop clock is right once a day or twice a day. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's bullshit. Because he started taking heaps of movies after his tax stuff problems. So then, you know,
What's this one from?
I feel like
What's
we
this
haven't
movie?
we haven't
What
mentioned.
is this
Wicker
just the
Man.
same movie where he's just wearing these like bowling shirts and stuff the whole time?
I think it is the one that you're looking at. I don't know what movie it's from. It's one of his like really early ones.
So I'm liking his look in this film. It's a good look.
Like he's really good in adaptation. That's like probably his
Yes.
best role.
True, that is a good film. I've watched it. Oh my god, wow, how young is he here? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's probably some like high school movie.
Valley Girl.
Valley Girl.
Wow. That's so weird. He doesn't look right.
He's the cousin of like a famous Hollywood actor. Like he definitely has some of those genes that you get from when you're a famous Hollywood person.
I think you get them from doing a shit ton of cocaine, man. Like,
yeah,
that's why those genes, they mutate your genes.
They mutate your genes.
All right, we need to genuinely start actually like making some box art and designing this game. We're just looking at this. Is why I was so hesitant to do this as like a topic. So it's like, you end up just scrolling through.
I warned you at the beginning that we not.
It's a deep hole. It's a deep hole. All right, so.
Are we going with the idea that he's changing his name?
I think. All right, we're going with. I like the idea of being in his house, and I like the idea of it being a walking simulator. So I like that. I think the changing his name thing, though. So he's changing his name again from Nic Cage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be like the title of the game would be like Nic Cage in. I changed my name from Nic Cage to. I don't know.
Oh, Nic Cage, aka.
Nic Cage, starring Nic Cage, aka whatever he changes his name to.
No, that'll be the title of the game, Nic Cage, aka.
Oh, that's good. All right, you know what? I'm gonna just start. I'm just gonna start with that. We're gonna go.
The actor formerly known as Nic Cage.
Oh yeah, FKA, NIC. Right?
Knack.
No, like formerly known as like FKA.
I didn't know that was acronym.
I like Nic Cage.
I only have my brain filled with Nic Cage facts. I don't have anything else in there.
AKA 47.
He was in.
It should be AKA 47, and then it's like also an action film. Because like it's if it's a Nick, it's Nick. The life and times of Nic Cage has to have guns in it, I think. But you might be suggesting that he's changed his name to like that should be one of his names that he can choose. It's just AK-47. What if he gets a gun, but he refuses to use it? So like you can hold it, but whenever you pull the trigger, he's just like, I'm not shooting a gun in this game, and he just says that. He just says it like that's like what he does. I don't know. I'm being. This is a serious role, and I'm not firing this gun. Yeah.
Nah, it'd be better. Would you give him the gun? Because we're playing with the narrative that he's in his own house, and he's just like, I can't just shoot a gun in public. You know, I still got some movies to make. If I do this, I'll get arrested.
No, you just whenever you shoot it, right? So he's like, I wouldn't shoot my own possessions. I'll shoot the gun if I'm not pointing it at something that I find beautiful. So then there's nothing in the game that you can point it and shoot it at because he just loves everything in his own house.
No, that actually sounds like a really funny mechanic. Actually, like you get given a gun, and your aim of the game is to find the one thing that he'll shoot.
Yes, that's good. That's good. So, what would I need to find a font. What would it be? Nick, oh, this one's good. This will do. This looks like shit.
How do you find out?
You know what it needs to be. It needs to be like those like really shit films that he's done, and they'll always just have like, you know what I mean, just like the worst, just logo that's just nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So did
you know he voiced the character in Astro Boy?
Really?
Fun
The
fact.
original.
In the movie, the 3D movie,
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
he he voiced Dr. Tenma.
I don't know who that is.
That's
pretty
like
good.
that's like the main Doctor character that made Astro Boy, I'm pretty sure.
All right. I think as much as I'd love him young and when he's doing all this stuff, I think for people. Wait, is that? No. Wait, that's not him.
Yeah, it is.
Are you serious? What the fuck?
He's old, man. He's an old man. He looks punished. He looks so punished.
Man, he's been through the fucking ringer. Oh, this one's pretty
Yeah.
good. Oh my god.
He's got some weird shit. There's like a photo of Nicolas Cage, weird fashion. Just put that in. There's some recent photos
I like
of him.
the idea of I want this to be like the box art to be like very like Call of Duty, just man walking at the camera with explosion behind him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it should be like, yeah, this jacket. Oh my god. What do you reckon? This one?
Yeah,
Or the
I think-
gold suit? Where'd that go? The gold suit's pretty good.
It's pretty awkward.
Which one?
Yeah,
Which one's
gold
better,
suit.
the gold suit or the?
I think as a protagonist, he looks better with like the riveted jacket. But
He
Yeah.
looks. See, he's looking a bit cyberpunk in the other one. Maybe we could like tie it in there. I don't know.
yeah, we've had enough of Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
No more Cyberpunk anymore.
yeah. We should have done Keanu Reeves, The Life and Times of Keanu Reeves. That would have been a better podcast, maybe. I need to move everything. Yeah. Nic Cage, aka 47. How old is he? Please tell me he's 47. That'd be fucking awesome.
He's definitely not 47. He's like,
He'd be like
he's like-
60s.
yeah, he is. Oh, he's 57.
Oh, fuck. If we'd done this podcast in fucking 2011, that would be perfect. How big does this need to be?
How long he's 57? My dad is like 10 years older than him, and he looks young.
Whoa. Holy shit. Your dad's old. Actually. Oh, my dad's like 65, so yeah. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? No. Wait. All right. So, where's his house? Can you look that up? Is there something we can get from that? You know what I mean?
Well, the house that he had to sell might be funny. Like he's bought it back because he's done all the movies.
Oh my god! Did he? What? Like he had a house and he had to sell it, and then he bought
Yeah,
it again.
it's
what,
like a
10 years
famous
later?
house. I don't think he's bought it again, but
Oh, well, I thought you said he had to buy it back.
no, that's what I'm talking about. The story in the game, like that's the
Okay. I thought you meant like he sold it, like he hit rock bottom, and he's like worked his way back up and bought his house again, like in real life.
He actually bought the most haunted house in America.
Is that
At one
the
in Louisiana,
yeah? Is that
in
the
New
one
Orleans.
the
La
what is it?
Laurie House.
The one that owned by like the gun manufacturer's daughter or something? Is that one?
Delphine Lalaurie.
It's the one that is like Scooby Doo was based on and shit.
She.
Because that would, if that's the house.
Nah, it's not.
Okay.
It just said that a serial killer tortured and murdered people in her house.
That weak. We should probably set it there though. That'd be good. And you just like one of the rooms is just like.
No, I reckon it should be in his castle.
True. What if it was?
'Cause it's
Oh,
like-
what if?
Because imagine this is like imagine this Unreal 5 game like with Nicolas Cage walking around his house.
What if it was like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and like at the end of the game, you get like the inverted castle and it's the haunted house. You know?
when he finally finds something that he's ready to shoot.
Yeah, and then it becomes a shooter. Actually, I kind of
It's
like that idea. That's
His house
stupid.
his house is basically like a Hitman level.
Maybe that. Oh, maybe so. Maybe it's like a party is happening, and he's got like a gun, and he needs to like find the one person he'll be willing to shoot. So actually, that sounds like the setup, like a stupid setup to a film he'd be in, where it's like he has to kill someone, otherwise
Yeah, like
he'll die.
or someone will blow up the whole house and kill
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah. So he
But
has to
shoot
find
one
someone to
person.
kill. So then it's like a
You're right.
talking.
I actually like Ryan. He's not such a bad guy. I don't know if I want to shoot him.
Yeah, yeah, and it just like he just walks around the house, and it's just all people who have been in films with him, and he's basically deciding like which person he really hated.
This is just
the
a
most.
weird morality thing. Like, oh, he doesn't like scrambled eggs. I like scrambled eggs. Maybe
Yeah.
he should die.
But you just talk to people, and you just decide who should die and who should live.
Yeah, you could. It would be interesting to like procedurally generate the people each time, so like they have like different personalities.
Yes. Nick
So
Cage.
you had to decide who's the most boring person or who deserves to die.
Nic Cage, aka 47. And then there's 47 people in the house. What the fuck does 47 mean? Maybe he's got an AK-47, right? But it's like
He's just walking around. Hey everyone, look at my AK-47.
Yeah. Okay. Like you're at a party at Nicolas Cage's castle, and there's a fucking T-Rex skeleton. He's dressed like this. The weirdest thing to happen at that party is not him walking around with an AK-47. All right.
He's what? Sorry.
The weirdest thing that happens at that party is not him walking around with an AK-47. I think people would just be like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
That's what I signed
that's
up
the
for.
Nicolas Cage thing. You know, pretty normal.
Nick Cage,
Sure.
aka 47. Oh, isn't that? That's Agent 47? Is that the Hitman guy?
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Oh, it all comes together. AKA
I thought that's what
47.
you were. I thought that's what you were angling for.
No, I was just sort of like AKA, and then I was like, oh, 47. We could tie guns in somehow. I don't know really what I was going for. It's just like AKA 47. All right. So, what's his castle look like? We've got to get that in the background. Wow, his castle does look fucking amazing. Is it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Oh, that's
triangle?
not the castle.
Oh,
That is
isn't
not
it?
the castle.
How Nicolas Cage
Oh,
bought
wait.
150 million. This is the
Is that a
same one
new
that keeps,
castle?
this
It's
keeps
a new
showing up.
castle. Now the white one that you see is the one that he sold.
This one,
Like he bought it and sold.
this
But
one,
maybe he bought a.
the one with like the white turret tower
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe he bought another castle.
He didn't learn his lesson.
Dude, I respect him, man. If he wants to
Okay.
buy a castle.
I don't know if this is the one, because where Nicolas Cage lives, 17 pics.
At his new house, maybe.
This must be it.
So he's like standing on the ground. of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
castle.
yeah.
Is that
Oh,
what you-
great, yeah, yeah. And the castle's behind him, and he'll have an AK-47 in his back pocket or something.
It's so stupid.
No, this sounds like a movie he would be in. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it sounds like a movie. But I just try to.
AKA.
Should we be talking
40.
about like more mechanics in the game? You should put in Nic Cage AK-47 because he was in the movie Lord of War, so he probably actually be holding an AK-47. Oh no, sorry.
Was
it?
it AK?
It's, yeah,
did
Lord
you
of
mean
War.
AK?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Lord of War? I thought it
AK-47.
was called something else.
Was it Dog of War? No.
He could have a
Yeah, it was-
gold AK. Kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, that was from that movie. Yeah, he sells the gold AK. That was like the big thing.
Oh yeah.
I like to keep props from movies that I was
yeah. Hey, this game writes itself. I don't know.
in. I feel like this would be a kind of game that fucking what's his name would make. Metal Gear Solid guy. What's his name?
Oh, Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, because he loves like American movies and
He
and
would
the-
be
and
a
the
big
premise
fan
is-
of Nic Cage films for sure, right?
yeah, the premise is like, well, he likes. I actually don't know if he likes because he was really obsessed with like American like 80s movies.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I'm not.
Nic Cage, right?
He wasn't an action star in the 80s. Like most of his action movies were like 90s movies. I'm pretty sure. I think his other movies were more like weird dramas, and when he played a vampire. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
See, I'm sort of like stuck because I just wanna fucking like put references to all his films, but I feel like he's the kind of guy who would hate that. You know what I mean?
I kind of like the idea that if someone heard the concept of your podcast and see this cover, they're like, oh, they went to the most boring idea ever, like making it like an FPS. And it's like, no. He has to kill someone in the house.
Yeah. Well, we'll write. I'll write that on the.
Who's the person making him kill everyone? Like, what's the twist? Like, is it like another act? Is it Jim Carrey?
I say what? So okay, well, does he still need to change his name? Is that still part of this?
No. I think we've gone to the gun shooting.
The gun shooting. Okay, so he's got a.
But maybe that's like a name generator thing at the end when he has to. I don't know. Now. Yeah, we need.
This looks so good. AKA 40. No, but that's why he's AKA 47 because he's changing his name. It should be Nic Cage : AKA 47.
AKA Agent 8047. I don't know.
There's
I'm trying to think how you can weave him changing his name.
So also
like maybe. Yeah. Okay. How about he's throwing a party because he changed his name to AK-47 or something.
But,
and
he's got the gun. He's bought the gun finally from the Lord of War, and he's wanted it for years, the golden AK, and he wants
to made enough money.
He's finally made enough money to buy it and buy his castle back. And then someone is like, yeah, I'm going to blow up the castle if you don't kill one person. Okay.
We need some deeper lore to it.
You know what we need, right? Because this lawn is looking very empty, right? We need to populate it. We just need to fill it with people. So who's at the party? And he's like choosing who to kill. You know what I mean?
Who's at the party?
Yeah.
I don't even know who's his friends, his children.
Nic Cage friends. Here we go.
Children. You have to choose to kill his child.
Oh my God. Nic Cage friends. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He has to kill one of his family members.
Ross is at the party. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ross Geller is at the party.
Yeah, put him in the party.
All right. Ross Geller.
He looks like a swollen melon now. You got to put Ross from like the comeback show though.
Ross Geller. Oh, I need
no. Look up. What's his name?
Oh shit! Fuck. David Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer. Put like David Schwimmer now. He's very punished as well. So like.
They all looked, I thought, okay, and then, like they looked older. But then, what's his name? The guy who played.
Chandler.
No, the other guy, the good-looking one.
Yeah, the Italian guy.
Sure. Yeah, he looked haggard as shit.
Oh, he looks.
He looked
like aged out of him. He doesn't look like he has any plastic surgery, while all of them had like fucked plastic surgery.
Yeah. I mean, they all looked pretty fucked, didn't they? They all looked like a bunch of people who couldn't deal with the fact that they were old, you know? I can't find like a good... Like maybe this
just get whatever.
Just get this one.
Just set the party.
Here we go. This one's good. Oh, this one. Which one? Thumbs up or A? Yeah, no, the A one is better, right? Because he's like, who you gonna kill? You kill Ross Geller every time, like...
That's actually kind of funny because I think the reason why they're coming out with each other because they think that David Schwimmer and Nicolas Cage look like the same person. Like if you face swap them, that they actually look the same.
Oh yeah, maybe that's the twist. David Schwimmer that his David, whatever this guy's name. He's the guy. He's the mastermind.
Yeah,
his
because he's
jigsaw.
annoyed that he's annoyed when you Google David Schwimmer that Nicolas Cage comes up.
Yeah. He fucking hates him.
He hates being compared to him.
Yeah.
Apparently, Johnny Depp is friends with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nicolas Cage takes the credit for talking Johnny Depp into focusing on acting over music.
What? Okay, it doesn't mean they're friends. It just means he's like.
No, there's another article that's like Johnny Depp offered to pay off his debts, kind of thing.
Oh,
like,
seriously? Wow.
They seem to be friends.
There's like an IGN interview or something with Johnny Depp, and it was when he was talking about like Pirates of the Caribbean or something. And so someone was just like, "You're doing all these like kind of shit films. Like, why are you doing this?" And he's like, "Oh, I've got to provide for my children." And the guy's just like, "What are they eating?" Like, he's like, "You own an island."
He was like the first actor that I
had a crush
just
on.
realized that some actors don't give a fuck like about acting. He was just like, I remember watching an interview. He's like, "Yeah, I never watch any of my movies."
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp just being like, so like I don't give a fuck about my movies that I'm in. It's like I just go on my yacht and then dive in the water. That's what he said. He said something about being on his yacht, and like that was the interview.
It's just such a piece of shit.
Oh, you need to put Johnny
what?
Depp with his shirt off when he came on an interview as well. He takes his shirt off. Like you need to put that in the maybe that's like his berserker mode.
This one?
If you no. That's not Johnny Depp. Sorry, Nic Cage.
Oh. Well, I've already got him though. Like, how can I? Hang on. All right. Maybe I can do. I've got an idea already.
Just put Nic Cage talk show.
Shirtless.
See the talk show one? It's like to the right.
Which?
It's in the middle of your screen.
Go
down.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
You need it.
Why?
After this, you need to watch the video of him coming on the stage. It's like the most crazy thing.
You mean like walking onto the stage, right?
No, he wasn't walking. He ran onto the stage.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's from Face Off.
What the fuck? Oh, what is this?
Face Off.
Oh, what is Face Off? I don't understand.
John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, they swap faces.
Oh my god,
that's the whole premise of the movie.
This should be like one of the things in the game, and it's like you see it, you finally get to like the last room, like in Gone Home, when you go up into the attic or whatever, and there's just this red cushion, and you just wipe your hand over it. It's just
it's Ross. Nah, it's just Ross.
It's Ross.
And friends. He's like, who is this? Who are you? Go look at the red cushion.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
Look at the cushion. Post loss, Johnny Depp.
He's such a tool.
He's just the regular guy.
Yeah, with an island. I mean,
and
in a
shot,
way, like when
he shot what's his name's ashes into the sky as well.
Who? River Phoenix?
No, not River
I don't know. I
Phoenix.
just know they were friends.
The famous writer, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah. That dude. What's his name? Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson. They were like really good friends, and he shot his ashes out in a big rocket.
Of course they were really good. Of course. It's just like certain people, you're like, yeah, of course they were friends. You know what I mean? Like when you said he and Johnny Depp are friends, I'm like, yeah, fuck, of course.
They're eccentric drug addicts. Like how? Of course they're gonna be friends. You know?
Do you reckon like, you know how we talk about like fucking Queen Victoria or something, and it's like, oh wow, like people still remember that name or whatever. Do you think like people will remember these cunts in the future? Just these insane millionaires, you know?
well, if you adhere to the Stoicism philosophy, everything turns into dust, you know? No one will truly remember them at all, like any
But
of
it's like,
us.
you know, there's all these like amazing people throughout history who have done things, and then the people that
Well,
everyone
people will
remembers.
forget about them in like, well, actually, I don't know. It's hard to tell these days of like how things are aging because they keep rebooting things.
They're
Like,
gonna
because you know, like,
reboot Johnny Depp. Yeah, just have another one.
no, but like, think about all the actors in old movies. Like, do you really know any actors from the 50s? Like, that wasn't even that long ago,
I
and
reckon
like,
was
there's maybe
Charlton
like
Heston. Was he?
yeah, there's like three actors that you know from like the 50s or something. Like, I'm sure
What's his name? What's his name? Something like Jack Lemmon. There you go.
Jack Lemmon. I feel like actors these days, movies kind of
That's a
last a
person.
bit longer.
Do you not believe me? That Jack Lemmon, he's a great actor.
I have no idea because
Have you seen The
I don't
Apartment?
I don't have
The
a lot of.
film?
I actually haven't seen a lot of old movies, so maybe I'm not the best person to.
If you want a good, like genuinely good romantic comedy, The Apartment. It's like this old like film with Jack Lemmon and that woman that everyone loves from the same time, and it's like he's just this sort of like salaryman, real like suck up, just trying to like get somewhere in the company. And what he does is he rents or he lends his apartment out to like hit the CEOs and his bosses and things at the company,
Yeah.
so they can like sleep with their mistresses, and he just like goes and takes a hotel or whatever, and then like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course he ends up like falling in love with one of the mistresses, and but it's not like really contrived. It's just a great setup of this guy, and he's just like trying to get somewhere, and the only thing he's got is this like shitty apartment in like Manhattan that he's like able to rent out, or not rent out, just like give to them. And he's like, a lot of the time it's just like him just like waiting outside in the cold for these people to finish having sex. And it's crazy because at the time it would have been like a scandalous kind of concept, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's great.
Well, welcome to Oscar and Jacob's review of
The Apartment. It's a great
of The Apartment.
All right, who else is he friends with? This is what you're going to be doing while I'm chopping out Johnny Depp's stupid.
Oh,
friends.
who else he's friends with?
Yeah. Francis Ford would be there.
Just Francis Ford. His uncle.
Couple.
Is it no uncle? No cousin. He's the cousin of. I don't know how it works. Joe Exotic is going to be there because he was supposed to play him.
Really? Wait, is he dead though?
Joe Exotic
Isn't he's the
is
tiger.
in jail.
Oh, I haven't
He's in
seen
jail.
I haven't seen it. Okay.
No, he doesn't die at the end. That's not a spoiler for everyone listening at home.
I don't know. Yeah. Joe Exotic.
When you put Nic Cage friends on Google, it just comes up with more pictures of Nic Cage. So maybe you need to just put another Nic Cage in the background.
He's only friends with himself. He's that meta. Like he just talks to himself at night.
There's also a Nic Cage of the guy from Lonely Island SNL skit where they dress up as Nic Cage. It's pretty good.
What would you do a skit?
John Travolta was there.
How could you be weird? It's like, you know, how people are always like, you can't satirize Trump because he's like, he'll one up you before it goes to air. You know?
Yeah.
Like, how do you?
Are you saying Nicolas Cage has that problem?
Yeah, he's got like he's the original Trump in that regard.
Why are we making a game based on Nicolas Cage then?
No, just because wait, this is a serious game. We're not trying to take the piss.
Yeah, it's a serious game about.
Were you making jokes this whole time? Oh shit! I was trying to.
I'm actually a serious games creator. So isn't that a funny name? Serious games creator.
Is that a thing?
I make serious games.
Isn't
that no? What do you call games that are made for like education and like for work and stuff like that?
Isn't
there a term for it? I think it's called serious games.
Serious games? Yeah.
Yeah, you have like there's like conventions like for serious games.
Is there genuinely a convention for that?
Yeah, because it's like an industry. Like there's a lot of people like mining games and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like pretentious people.
Nah. It's like the opposite of wholesome games.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
saw
Okay.
wholesome games, and we thought we would just only make serious drama games.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. That's good. I was about to kill myself.
He has no friends.
Maybe if I
maybe if
so
I,
weird. How come we
I'm
don't have
looking.
any
I'm
friends?
to be honest, I'm looking at Nic Cage friends on Google Images. I don't know if that I think it's mostly it's being thwarted by because he looks like Ross Geller, so like it just keeps thinking
Yeah.
like Nic Cage. He
It's-
kind of looks like the guy from
So
Friends.
wait, do you think Google is fucking up and like the AI thinks that he is Roskell? Or is it like
Nick,
people doing that?
who is Nic Cage? So you don't have to Google it at home. People think
Joke,
I'm not
joke.
in on the joke. The castles, the cars, they're out there acting the 108-day marriage to Lisa Marie Presley. Nicolas Cage has a reputation for excess, but we've got him all wrong, he says.
What was it? Lisa Marie Presley?
Yeah, he dated her for 108 days. Well, married to her. For a while,
Marie.
Cage says of his reputation, it was the 3 C's: castles, comic books, and cars. Maybe that should be the name of the game.
Castles. Oh,
Triple C.
colon. Here we go. Oh yeah, because he bought like some insane comic book collection, right?
I think he used to own like a couple number ones and stuff.
Jesus Christ. Was
His
it
hero was
Cast-
Anthony Hopkins, so put Anthony Hopkins in there, maybe.
Anthony Hopkins cancelled or not?
He's not cancelled.
Can you look that up?
Who? Is this before you put him in there?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No, because I'm only putting cancelled people in. I've got Johnny Depp, Ross Geller.
Was Ross Geller ever cancelled?
Well, have you seen the thing of like Friends Without a Laugh track, and it's like him going to like the self defense, like the women's self defense instructor, and he's like, "Could you tell me how to like attack women?" And then there's just a pause where he just looks in. The guy's like, no. And he's like, well, maybe. And he's like, what if there was like a woman and we could attack her together? And there's just like a pause because there's like they just wait for so long for the laugh tracks in Friends. It's insane.
Yeah.
It was Castles, comic books, and what?
Castles, comic books, and cars. Someone took out the laugh track out of the reunion as well, and it's so funny. It's just like
There's
really
a laugh track in
depressing.
the reunion.
Yeah, because people are laughing it's because there's a live audience, so people are laughing at the jokes that they make, right, when they're talking with each other.
Oh,
And someone took out the laugh track and talking about their lives and stuff, and it's just like I think someone re-edited it as well, so it made it sound like way worse than it was.
Good.
Good. No, it doesn't look like he's not cancelled. If anything, he's the opposite of cancelled.
Fuck.
He was mad that he won the best actor
He's like angry he's
'Cause-
not
'cause-
cancelled.
because he won over Chadwick Boseman.
Oh.
And he's just like, I'm an old man. I'm basically dead. Why give me an award?
Okay.
He's actually a
So
sweet
sad.
man.
Like Chadwick Boseman, same deal as like, fucking what's his name?
Tupac.
Heath Ledger. I was like sitting there like wanting to be like, the guy who played the Joker, but I was like, it's so sad that he's only remembered
The
for
guy
the
who played the
Joker. Yeah, but it's like he's done so many great films and things, and it's like, yeah, the guy who played the Joker, and then I'm like, I can't remember anything he's been in. I watched that film he was in, an Australian film the other day, and it was really bad. So yeah, there you go.
Which one was it? Was it like one of these like super early ones?
It must have been pretty early. It was sort
Was
of
he
like
trying to
crime
like
one.
flirt with a girl? Oh no.
Yeah. And he was like,
Oh,
it was, yeah. So he was, I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened in it. So it was like, he was just like a young kind of crook kid, and he was trying to get in with like this guy who's a big mob boss name or whatever. And then they gave him like 10 grand, and he like got distracted by a girl, and the 10 grand got stolen. And then he's like, oh, how do I get out of this? And then basically nothing happens for the rest of the film. And then he just robs a bank and gets 10 grand and gives it to them, and then walks.
So
away.
everyone, watch this
it's
recommendation.
It's a shit
The actor from the Batman.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't remember what it was called, but it was crap.
yeah, 10 things you hate about me.
I need
classic.
one more person to put in the back here.
Or put Anthony Hopkins. Well, you want someone who's
yeah.
cancelled.
So is he friends with Anthony Hopkins? What was that?
No, he's not friends with him.
Why did you bring up Anthony Hopkins?
I can't remember. Rewind the podcast.
Fuck it. He's in there now. I don't care. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Oh, no, it's too small. Oh, no, it's not. It's fucking enormous. That's too big. Anthony.
So here's some fun facts as we wind this down. Number one, a naked home intruder ate a fudgesicle at the foot of his bed. He quotes, "I opened my eyes and there was a naked man wearing my leather jacket eating a fudgesicle in front of my bed." He said, "I know it sounds funny, but it was horrifying." I feel like that needs to be in the game.
Yeah.
Like he wakes up. And it does sound pretty horrifying.
Okay. All right. I'll put that in the pitch. That's the naked man eating the fudgicle is he's like, if you don't kill someone, and then he like disappears in a puff of smoke. And
Yeah, it's Ross Geller.
It's
This is a naked Ross Geller on the edge of his bed.
Okay. I can't
And when
find
he
a
speaks-
picture of
when
Anthony
he's-
Hopkins.
When he speaks, he's got like a portable laugh track as well. He presses. Every time he has like a laugh track app on his phone.
Is it Sophia
Hello.
Coppola? So are they cousins then? Or niece?
I don't know. That's the daughter, right? So he's probably, I don't know how family trees work.
Second cousin, right?
I don't know.
Sophia Coppola. I like her films. She's like unabashedly rich person, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she makes great films.
Yeah, but she just doesn't shy away from. It's like, yeah, I'm incredibly privileged, and I'm just gonna make films about privileged people, sort of, and they're problems that aren't really problems, you know?
Yeah. Good. I love this list of Nicolas Cage facts because like it starts off with the one which is the naked home intruder, which is by far the best one, and then they just get really boring after that. Like one of them is like he once tripped out on mushrooms with his cat.
Yeah, everyone's done that.
Why is that?
Yeah, that's not that weird.
His cat ate it, and then he decided to take them as well.
Oh,
is this
okay.
potential?
Okay,
That's like animal abuse almost, because he left
it
out in the open.
Is it animal abuse if it's not your fault? If the cat, I mean, like you wouldn't expect a cat to eat the mushrooms. Cats don't like vegetables, you know.
I didn't even realize he put that as the byline. Castle's comic books and cats.
Yeah. I don't know why she's in the film. They probably don't even know each other.
Nah, of course they know each other.
Okay, and there needs to be like a time bomb that's going to blow up the castle.
Ticking time bomb. Oh yeah. What's the first thing that comes up as ticking time bomb on Google Images?
Time bomb. Oh, dude, perfect.
Has there been any ticking time bombs that look like that in real life? Like, has anyone died from one of those? Like, I feel like I'd be embarrassed if I got killed by
Really?
ticking
So
time
I was
bomb.
talking to my dad about this the other day because he was talking like what he wanted me to do for his funeral when he dies and stuff. He's not going to die.
I know. But
one day.
It's a fair conversation to have.
Yeah. And we were just talking about me, and he's like, "Oh, I thought about it, blah blah." And I'm just like, "Yeah, look, I don't know. I've thought more about like how I want to die, though." And he's like, "How do you want to die?" I'm like, and I've decided I think I kind of want to be blown up. Like just
Like, is that how you want to die?
Yeah, just immediate, basically painless. You know what I mean?
I don't know about being blown up because like I'd probably want to be just.
Oh, Ross is holding the bomb.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I got a bomb.
I got a bomb. Hey.
You gotta choose someone to kill, hey?
Could this
That's not how he
be any
speaks.
more explosive? Isn't that his thing? Isn't that what he said? It's like,
I
could this
don't
be
know.
any more this?
I just remember him. I actually watched Friends for the first time during lockdown.
Oh, wow, you poor thing. It sucks.
I actually didn't mind it because it's like,
Ending this
the
podcast.
stress of the pandemic is like, because it's like you don't have to think
okay.
at all. So it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, okay, fair.
the lightest show in the world.
You everyone else got into Terrace House and you got into fucking Friends.
Yeah. And he's such
Okay.
a bad person. He's just the worst human in the show.
Ross.
Yeah. He just constantly says terrible things.
Yeah, like, do you want to fucking... do you want
Yeah,
to attack
you gotta
these
choose.
women?
Choose. Yeah.
Alright, I need an explosion, and preferably one that isn't from like a really horrible disaster.
Just put explosion
Transparent.
special effects.
I want transparent as well.
So then it'll be like maybe an explosion from like a RTS game from the 90s.
I hate when they're not actually transparent. Is this one?
That majority of them are
not actually.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's so annoying that they make it 10 times harder as well when it's the checkerboard. Like you could
I know.
just make it white.
Here we go. I
better.
think this one is.
Sorry?
After that time you and I went for breakfast.
You just been eating eggs now.
Or you just ordered like 4 eggs or something.
May I please have 4 eggs? No more, no less.
Yeah. You were like, you went full like Jake Elwood on that one. You're like, I'll have 4 whole fried eggs and a Coke.
Honestly, if I'm in a place, or if I'm like dieting, I was dieting at that time, so I'm just like, I don't want to eat like a $30 meal.
Yeah.
I'll just buy a couple eggs but then I feel bad post-pandemic now because all those restaurants are struggling and they're like, look at this fucking guy ordering 3 eggs.
Yeah.
We can't run a business on this.
Yeah. Does this look like
It's
an
like-
explosion? I don't even know how an explosion would look. Fucking something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's exploding. His house is exploding.
Yeah, his house is
Can't see.
exploding. You get it. You understand. Hang on. I just gotta feather this a little bit. Give it just a little bit of that je ne sais quoi.
Can you repeat that? Is that smoke?
Yeah, I don't know. I fucking know.
Has it been smoking before it exploded? So it was like on fire before.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Fuck. This actually looks really cool.
It's fucking a good game, man. I feel like it's like like a bargain bin DVD cover.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Over in this part here, we need to have like written what the concept of the game is. You know what I mean?
Inside the front cover.
Yeah, because I'm not drawing a back cover.
Uh,
So what is it? 47 guests, 47 minutes, and he has to kill one or something. I don't know.
yeah, and the game is played in real time as well.
47.
Yeah. When you start the game, you have to play it for 24 hours.
47 guests.
47 minutes. 47 guests.
One bullet. Does that make sense?
One bullet. Yeah, one bullet.
All right. This is
One bullet. One friend or something. One friend must live or something like that. One
47
bullet.
minutes, 47 guests, one friend must die.
One less. No, like one bullet. and
One less friend. Yes,
Yeah.
one less friend. And you know, I'm gonna make him like say this like it's a speech bubble.
Should make this a Roblox game. That's the pitch to Devolver.
This, I feel like, yeah. So who are we pitching this to? You said, Kojima. Are you set on
Kojima would probably, but I feel like because it's like, I feel like this game is so small and contained that Kojima wouldn't
It would,
really make
yeah.
it.
He wouldn't, yeah. Because that's the thing. We wanted it to be quite, like, yeah. Like it's the opposite of what people would expect from a Nic Cage game, right? It's like, maybe you know who needs to direct it? Nic Cage.
Nic Cage directs his own game.
Self-directed game. I don't know.
It's like his vanity project. He's like,
yeah. This is too big.
I wonder how much, because the guy from Machete, the actor from Machete.
Oh yeah, Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, and you know how he does like heaps of weird shit. Like he did like a CS skin advertisement once.
He's
I don't know if you knew that.
He did a Magic the Gathering ad. I get it all the time on
Yeah,
YouTube.
he did that recently.
And he's like, "Yo, Sean, you've got to use this card in your deck, man. Turn 2, I'm telling you." It's just like, okay, why is Danny Trejo here? Like,
yeah, because he's like into games and stuff.
Is
Like
he?
he's into that stuff. Yeah, like he's random shit, man. Like he was in like I said, he was like selling CS gun skins, and I'm like, how much would it take for Nicolas Cage to do this?
yes.
He's too popular now. If we got him on his like tax fraud days,
Man, do you reckon
he would do it.
if we did this, like 10, 15 years ago, and we'd been like, can we have your likeness and just make this shit game? He would have done
He'd
it.
probably do terribly. I wonder if there's like before indie games were a thing. I mean, if you had a big budget, if it was like a double A game, I guess.
Yeah. Did you ever play Rogue Warrior?
No.
Oh, dude, you need to play, like, you specifically need to play Rogue Warrior.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, genuinely. It's a fucking amazing game. It's just like, it's fucking Mickey Rourke, and he's just like single-handedly takes out the entire like North Korean army, and it's like, it's perfectly functional shooter, but like he just swears and says the most like obscene shit. Like every stealth kill you do, he's just like, "Take that, you fucking pig farmer, you fucking amateur cunt," and you're like, Jesus Christ, man. And it's like just one dude, he'll just be stabbing him up, and you're like, wow, you really hate North Koreans or something. Like, what the fuck? And then there's just like a rap song that they like got all the takedowns and they put it on there.
Mickey Rourke rapping?
Yeah, sorry, I just said that weirdly. My brain just died. They got like,
is it because you saw the photo of Mickey Rourke?
They got all the takedown things that he said, and then they edited that into like a rap song. You should look that up if you can. Like, look like Rogue Warrior rap on YouTube. Everyone listening should go and listen to it. It's like fucking amazing. It's just Mickey Rourke like rapping about how he wants to kill North Korean military personnel. It's really strange. It's so weird. All right. This is looking pretty fucking tight, honestly. I'm happy. It's 47 minutes. 47 gets one less friend.
I think you've made a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we should just pitch the movie.
Yeah, I think this sounds like a better movie than a game. We didn't really talk much about what the mechanics would be, other than you just have to talk to people and decide who you want to kill.
But at the same time, it's kind of funny. Like, I'm just imagining it like a heavy narrative game, like a David Cage game. Like maybe David Cage.
David Cage, Nicolas Cage, David Cage. That's who we're doing. All right, we're doing it. Yeah. It's David Cage has to make it, but it's like
David Cage. David Cage is Nic Cage, AK-47.
All right. Directed by David Cage at the bottom.
It has action sequences.
Perfect. I think we're done here. So I'm going to pitch this to Quantic Dream. That's David Cage. Yeah, I'm going to tweet that at him.
That's David Cage.
And I'll be like, you were the third person who came to mind, honestly. But
he's actually being sued at the moment, so maybe he Maybe
Oh,
should tweet.
maybe this will end up being like he'll be the Nicolas Cage of video games. Well, I think we're done here. Thanks so much, Jacob. People
Yeah,
can
no
follow you
worries.
on Twitter? Where can they follow you at?
They can find me at Jacob Janerka. And that's all where you need to follow me at. I don't think there's anything else of worth.
Yeah, you don't have like the Nicolas Cage fan group or something that you run?
Well, that's a secret.
That's
like
fine.
I don't want anyone to know that I'm the mod
Yeah.
for the Discord.
You've been Jacob. Thanks so much. You can follow me.
Yeah,
on
thank you
Twitter
for
as well.
inviting me on the
Yeah.
podcast. I had a lot of fun, and I hope people will eventually get to play Nic Cage, aka 47.